Up on Mustang News, choosing to live on or off campus can make a big difference in students' mental health. We'll show you why.
And at Mustang Memorial Field, Cal Poly women's soccer team is climbing the ranks under their new head coach.
Plus, a local church brought together superheroes, monsters, and everyone in between. We'll show you what kind of Halloween fun happened last weekend later in the show.
Broadcasting from Swanson Studios, you're watching Mustang News.
Hello, and welcome to Mustang News TV. I'm Nico Mireles.
And I'm Joslen Jimenez. Now let's get into today's top stories. College can be an exciting time, but it also brings a lot of change. For many Cal Poly students, where they live can play a big role in their mental health. Reporter Randi Ingoglia has more.
For Cal Poly freshmen, college can feel like a whole new world.
First-year students have a really unique type of stress. Most of them are living away from home for the first time. A lot of them are cohabitating for the first time, and that can be a huge challenge.
Even simple things like finding the right time to study, eat, or sleep can impact a student's mental health during that first year.
When you don't have a parent or you don't have like a lot of the physical anchors in your schedule in your life that you're familiar with, and you have to develop new ones, it can be really, really hard. Also, just the food, the eating situation. I've never heard a student that's been fully satisfied with like the eating options.
But by sophomore year, a lot of students start to find their rhythm while living off campus.
I've loved living off campus, and I think my mental health is just a lot better being separated from school and having a life outside of school and then being able to go to class. So it's nice because my brain kind of gets a break when it comes home and I'm just be able to relax.
Being able to enjoy the little things and having that personal space can help create an environment that actually feels like home.
It gave my body, my mind time to rest and relax and be an environment I wanted to be in rather than be somewhere that felt a little more like hostile or unsafe.
No matter the year, finding that balance looks different for everyone. But for many students, living off campus allows for that sense of independence they've been wanting. For Mustang News, I'm Randi Ingoglia.
College can be a stressful time, but you're not in it alone. Cal Poly has resources that can help ease that transition.
Cal Poly celebrated the grand reopening of the Robert E. Kennedy Library after 2 years of renovation. I went and took a look at the new space. Cal Poly's Robert E. Kennedy Library marked its grand reopening with a ribbon-cutting ceremony on Thursday, October 23rd. After 2 years of renovation, the project was completed on schedule and within its $78 million budget. Students like Xander are glad to be back in the updated building.
Yeah, we're very excited that the library opened. Students have been wanting this for a while, and we're so happy that it finished on time and on budget. I'm excited myself to get in here and study a lot.
A colorful painting greets students as they enter the building. The name of the mural is Grounds for Growth. The artists are Joshua Lawyer and MJ Lindo Lawyer, also known as the Rough Edge Collective. The upgrades to the building were made possible in part by generous donations from some of Cal Poly's alumni.
Well, we're here with the rest of our fraternity, and we love donating to the library because everybody graduates from different majors, but we took on the library as a place where we could contribute and be meaningful to everybody here.
Cal Poly President Jeffrey Armstrong expressed his excitement at seeing students returning to the revitalized library.
What an amazing day to have the Robert Kennedy Library reopen. Students are loving it. I was walking through the other day, late in the afternoon, vibrant, exciting, learn by doing in action.
For Mustang News TV, I'm Nico Mireles. The first and second floors of the Robert E. Kennedy Library are open 24 hours a day. The new study space features PC workstations, dual monitors, and whiteboards. Books on floors 3 through 5 remain unavailable during overnight hours. Coming up after the break, a look into this week's Cal Poly sports news.
There are a lot of words I would use to describe my daughter. Kind, strong, hilarious. When I think about how much she's experienced in her life, we can't help but be inspired by her every day. So really, we are the lucky ones. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Welcome back to Mustang News TV. Now here's Dylan White with your Cal Poly Sports Update.
Thanks, Nico. It has been an exciting week in Cal Poly sports, so let's take a look at what's been happening in men's basketball, women's soccer, and women's volleyball. The Mustangs took down UC Davis 3-1 at Mont Athletic Center, handing the Aggies their first Big West loss of the season and expanding Cal Poly's home winning streak to 16 matches. After dropping the first set, the Mustangs dominated at the net, stacking up 12 blocks and holding UC Davis under 100, hitting for the most of the night. The Mustangs improved to 16-5 overall and moved within the first game to place in the Big West. In men's basketball, newcomer Hamad Musa led Cal Poly men's team to a 97-86 victory over Cal State East Bay in their home opening exhibition game at Mont Athletic Center. Musa scored 25 points, including 4 of 5 from three-point range, while Peter Bendelli added 16 points and 8 assists. Cal Poly held a consistent lead in the second half, pushing their basket percentage to a 58.3% and showing promise for their young roster heading into the non-conference season. And in women's soccer, freshman Izzy Matterson scored her first career goal late in the season, half to fill Cal Poly a 1-1 draw with CSUN, keeping the Mustangs in first place in the Big West. Cal Poly dominated the second half with 7 shots to 0 and controlled 65% of possession, but could not turn their advantage into a win. The draw allows for the Mustangs to finish no lower than third in the conference, with senior Brennan Cole and graduate Madeline Daughtery contributing key assists. Cal Poly ends their regular season unbeaten at home for the first time in 21 years. And that's all for your Cal Poly Sports Update. Back to you, Nico.
Cal Poly women's soccer team started their new season with a brand new head coach. Now they are leading the division. Reporter Rocco Brichler has more on how the team has adjusted to the new leadership.
Cal Poly women's soccer is in an unprecedented moment in their program's history. For the first time in 30 years, they have a new head coach, Bernardo Silva. And after a disappointing 9th place divisional finish last year, this change may just be what the team has been waiting for.
Bernardo Silva is no stranger to the program. He backed up former coach Alex Crozier as an assistant coach for 4 years, and his resume includes coaching stints at UCSB, Sac State, and CSU Bakersfield, where he led the Roadrunners to 2 of the best seasons in program history.
Bernardo has definitely come in with the whole Cal Poly 2.0, so that can be a lot, though I do think that everyone has kind of taken on the challenge really gracefully and embraced it.
I think last year, part of the challenges were when there were tough times, the sisterhood was kind of frail and it wasn't as connected as it needed to be. And so we've spent so much time building that it's brought us so close.
I don't think I've been on a team, maybe when I was younger, but I don't think I've been on a team where everyone kind of gets along with everyone. There's no one that I can't go make a joke to or hang out with. So I think that's really special. And I think Bernardo is definitely all about that. He really likes to bring that energy to practice, so definitely I would say more intense, more passionate.
I pride myself just in my coaching philosophy, being a very relationship-driven coach, and so that's the environment that I think we've built within our program, not just from coaches to players, but also from players to players. And so when that is established, I think players will go through a brick wall for you, and because I do the same for them.
Reporting for Mustang News TV, I'm Rocco Brichler.
With their win against Riverside Thursday and their draw against CSUN Sunday, the Bernardo Silva-led Mustangs have now secured a playoff berth in first place in the Big West.
After the break, reporter Makena Locsin takes us to this year's Trunk or Treat celebration here in San Luis Obispo. Stay tuned.
We said we'd never break the 3-second rule. Never do that. And never become a minivan mom.
Hey, Chris.
As parents, we say never a lot, but never happens. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
The Oktoberfest Expo returned to Atascadero this past weekend, bringing together more than 30 local vendors for a day of food, drinks, and community celebration. Reporter Dylan White has more.
Atascadero's favorite fall celebration took over the zoo gardens at Atascadero Lake Park. The Chamber of Commerce hosted its annual Oktoberfest Expo, bringing together over 30 local vendors serving food, drinks, and plenty of seasonal spirit. Among them was Belnano Coffee, a local business known for its handcrafted espresso and Central Coast roots.
We are here just to expose our business, so we bring our coffee. Our business is about coffee. So yeah, we're part of the chamber, so we are here just to show our products and how our new menu for October.
Among those attending was Atascadero City Council member Susan Funk, who spoke about how events like this strengthen the local business community and bring residents together.
I'm just so incredibly proud of our Chamber of Commerce here in Atascadero and of the new opportunities that we're creating for people in our community. We're creating the environment that has life and energy, that has good connection, and we're creating a community that serves our residents.
And speaking of serving residents, another big attendee was the Paso Food Co-op, an organization dedicated to creating a year-round farmers market for companies and consumers alike.
What we're trying to do, what our big goal is that we want to be a place where local producers, local companies can bring their products to market. Basically a year-round farmers market. That's what the Paso Food Co-op wants to be.
The Atascadero Chamber's Oktoberfest brought the community together for an evening of local food, drinks, and live music, all in celebration of local business and connection. For Mustang News, I'm Dylan White.
Atascadero Chamber of Commerce truly turned up the fall festivities this weekend, a celebration that showcased local flavor, live music, and plenty of community connection.
And kids and families alike had a spectacular time at a local trunk-or-treat this past weekend. Reporter Makena Locsin has more.
On October 25th, the parking lot of Slow City Church was packed, transforming the blank spaces into an impromptu trick-or-treating experience. While the lot is shared with a local high school, don't expect to see any students walking around. Instead, you might find But of course, Halloween isn't complete without the candy. Although it isn't always easy to agree on which type is the best.
And then what is your favorite candy, Mr. Police Officer? You want to try again? All right, you guys want to try?
However, one thing that kiddos and parents alike can agree on was the winner of the trunk decoration contest. First place went to the Sandlot truck, but all were happy to participate.
All right, get the candy and a prize. I came out just to support my church and our community, and I wanted to make fun experiences for kids.
And although Halloween happens every year, watching the smiles on the faces of all the princesses, soccer players, jungle animals, and monsters never gets old.
I think it really just brings people together, and we get to just share love with people.
For Mustang News, and wishing you a very spooky Halloween, I'm Makena Locsin.
Attendees at the event said that even though the costumes, competition, and activities were fun, the best part of the night was seeing the smiles on all the kids' faces.
Thank you for watching Mustang News TV. I'm Nico Mireles.
And I'm Joslen Jimenez. Have a great rest of your day.